I've been looking forward to this podcast, and I would love for us to start off with, you being 15 years old and being inspired to start a business. So take us through the evolution of how you started your business, and the passion that you have for what you do.
Yeah, well, thank you, Dominic. I really appreciate it, and thanks for providing the opportunity and platform just to kind of hopefully inspire and equip entrepreneurs. At the end of the day, that's my goal. The world will be a whole lot better place if people can actually pursue their dreams without their hands tied behind their back, so they can have a fighting chance. Because it's hard to be an entrepreneur, and it's hard to be a small business owner. And my journey and story, I didn't really know it was that hard. I just started. Yeah, I didn't really know any better, right? And I was very privileged with the opportunity to want to save up for a car, right? Every 15, 16-year-old wants to buy their first car, right? And I was very blessed with parents that provided for me. But if I wanted anything above and beyond the essentials, they were like, all right, well, figure it out, earn it. And so it was a good opportunity. And so I did exactly that. And I put some flyers in my mailbox, will do work. As a 15-year-old, and some people took me up on, hey, you can mow my lawn. And it's like, okay, $20 later, I did a terrible job, was never called back to do anybody's lawns because I totally didn't adjust the blade right and destroyed somebody's lawn right next door. And I was like, okay, well, maybe landscaping is not for me. All right, what's the next opportunity? And somebody's like, well, Best Buy just charged me, $99 Geek Squad to fix my computer and it's still broken. I know you're a techie guy. Could you help with that? Like, sure. Like, what do you charge? I was like, I don't know what do you want to pay? I don't even know what it was, right? But we got it worked out, and then I don't know, 20 minutes I fixed it, and never got a call back from that same issue again. So apparently I was doing a decent enough job, and then word got around. Before long, there was dozens of people calling me on any given month, saying, "Hey, I need IT support, I need tech support." Geek Squad couldn't do it, and then I got into businesses, right? Like, hey, I can't call just a computer guy anymore. I need like a professional company to come out. And I was very privileged with working with one of my first business owners. And I made him a promise, basically. It's like, hey, I got all these problems going on. Can you fix it? I was like, I don't know, but I'll tell you what, if I can't fix it, I won't charge you anything. Do we have a deal? He's like, what do I have to lose? That was 14 years ago, 15 years ago. And he's still one of my mentors to this day. So I'm very privileged with that.
That's amazing. So, if you could help us understand, the nuts and bolts of what you started to provide as, a 15-year-old, and like go a little bit deeper as far as what the services you provide today, that'd be great.
Yeah. So I encourage anybody, maybe high schoolers in specific, right? Dominic, I know you have younger kids, as they start to flex their entrepreneurial muscles and want to earn something, right? I was looking and understanding, how do I make money, right? And I was looking at all my friends working at Taco Bell, McDonald's, whatever retail store, and they were making at the time, I don't know, $7 an hour, $6 an hour, to date myself a little bit. And, they were working really hard, and they would work all weekend, and then they get a check for $200, right? And then I would consult with a client who just kind of called me and said, hey, I need support. And I make $200 in an afternoon. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. Why are they working more for less? I can leverage my time and leverage my expertise. And it's not all sunshine and roses. There's definitely challenges. But I just learned at an early age that to work for yourself, you have freedom, flexibility. And so the mechanics and dynamics of what that looked like is I didn't know any better. I'd get a call from somebody because I'd put an ad in the church paper or something like that, or put literally a thing on my mailbox, right? I didn't know anything. Computer repair, $20 an hour or whatever it was, right? And that was so much more value. And I'd always, now I know it's called UPOD, UPOD, under promise, over deliver. I'd be very forthright with everybody. Hey, can you fix it? I don't know. If I don't fix it, I won't charge you anything. What do you have to lose, right? So now I realize, after consuming so much marketing and sales knowledge, it's like you make your offer so irresistible, they would be silly to say no, right? And so that's what I accidentally did from a very young age, and it served me very, very well. And like I said in Justin's intro there, yeah, I was literally couldn't drive. I did not have a driver's license, so my mom would drop me off in our blue Dodge Caravan station, or minivan, and I would go fix somebody's computer and call her when I'm ready to get picked up and get a check in hand. Right? It was very, very privileged. Now I look back, but you can do that right now. There's nothing stopping anybody right now.